Hello and welcome to Cherry Street Sports. We're here for the 2024-2025 Bowls New South Wales TAB State Championships. This morning, this is the mixed pairs final. We're going to see what should be a fantastic contest between two very, very well credentialed sides here. So, Kate Morgan from St John's Park and Josh Berry from Mount Lewis up against Brianna Smith and Ben Twist. Some very, very well credentialed players here. They're just finishing their trial end. Nick Hind is my name with you. It's fantastic to be here this morning. Really looking forward to bringing you this one. The club is at peace. It's very tranquil here. We're just after 8 o'clock on the New South Wales East Coast in the morning. We have triples action starting today. And the players here will be looking forward. They're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as we're here for what should be a scintillating final. I can let you know that it's been an interesting road. Kate Morgan and Josh Berry snuck through in their section, but they had a good win in the quarterfinal, defeating the Foster and Tuncurry Beach of Kelly and Donaldson. They then knocked over Pamela Stefanis and David Gavan from Beresfield yesterday afternoon, and that's found them here in the final. So for Brianna Smith and Ben Twist, a nice easy win in the quarterfinal, but then that semi-final match last night, go back and watch that on YouTube. It was one of the best games of bowls we have delivered here. Ben Twist making 5 with the last bowl to knock off Katie Astley and Katie Packer from Marylands. Dean Hedges is lurking with the hooter. The players are ready. We're going to start the clock here. We're going to get away. It's 5 minutes past 8. And we're into it. So, Morgan and Berry to commence. This is the only game on this morning, so as we say, quite tranquil here. The green staff have been frantically at work this morning. It's another big day here. 2 matches today in the Triples Championship. And it's going to be Kate Morgan getting us underway. And getting us underway very, very well. These are elite calibre players. Ben Twist, we've seen, been very casual. Even when he had to draw that 5, he was pretty relaxed about things. Takes his time, but gets some great results, as we see Bree just looking to reach up here. Great speed was the call from Ben Twist. Kate Morgan now optimal to get behind here. Well, it's 2 goodies to start with. We'll definitely want to be back with the 3rd. So it's a good morning to you wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world. It's the mixed pairs final here at the TAB State Championships. And what a state championships it's been so far. Some amazing results. This looks a bit firmer. Okay, Josh Berry, he likes this. This can get the tee as well. That's an excellent bowl. Excellent bowl there. Now we're close enough to the players here that we can basically hear what Ben Twist said. Roll yours, get to the shot, get to the jack. Nothing short. These 2 skips, of course, have played plenty of bowls with and against one another. Mount Lewis and St John's Park part of the same region, and two of the power clubs, really, of Sydney. So that's the situation that faces Ben Twist at the moment. It's going to be Josh Berry first on the mat. He can look to add on here. Just slid a little bit under. Those greens are starting to turn a bit more now after we've seen plenty of range. You see early weight here from Twist. Contact through the middle, gets one out. So Josh Berry will look to replace that bowl. Gets the back of the ring well. Never know, it might come in handy. Ben Twist on the mat. He's got some support at the back of the rink there. As you see, he's got it away. He's looking for the bowl or the jack here. Can get a result through this bowl of Brianna Smith. Well, cleared a couple of his own out. Still is that bowl at the back of the rink there. The pink bowl of Bree Smith, but now this is open a little bit more. Favour Josh would be looking to put the pressure on early. Has done, gets in behind it too. Back toucher. Well done, Josh. You see this coming down. Some great positioning there. Set himself up for a big chance to get a collect early. 3 shots, we believe. And very hard to get the bowl to the back of the rink now for Ben Twist. Might have to be more controlled weight on the forehand. Look to squeeze the jack out the side to the pink and green bowl of Brianna Smith. This is the sort of pace I was calling for. Bree wanted to get up. Well, got up onto the bowl there. Well, it was a good shot. Girls called it. So, one it is to Morgan and Berry. 18-end contest. And immediately we see almost full length here from Morgan and Berry. They've won the first end. This was their length. We're going to have another look on the fuller side. Greens are starting to quicken up after the big rain we've had all week, as we see another great first bowl there, Kate Morgan. Well, you'd be happy with that for a starter. Bree asked if it was okay if she played the forehand. I feel as though they've been favouring the middle of the rink here. But with the breeze almost non-existent this morning, both hands should play consistently. down to the jack, getting past. It's good lead bowls here from Kate. Brett looks on a better line here. I don't know that Josh Berry liked it too much. It's a good second. Okay, going to persevere with the backhand. We've seen there's enough draw out there. There might have been an option to switch over to the forehand and look to sit that last bowl of Brianna Smith, but she's played this pretty well. Clear road was excellent. Yeah, well, she set up an opportunity. A little bit of a shoulder there for Brie to work off. Brianna Smith, silky smooth delivery. Got this travelling pretty well here. Little touch of the jack's optimal. She's gone with it. She's gone with it all the way to the back of the rink, so well done, we can see there. But, we're on rink number 7 here at Cherry Street. Duncan's kept us on our toes this morning. We've been moving around a little bit, but pleased to bring you these great pictures. And that's what the head looks like. So Brandon Smith's done a really good job there to trail. Josh Berry's going to have to find his way to the back of the rink here. Got 2 feet to draw. Twisty now. He's got those few little ticks, doesn't he, when he plays, but so effective. Brianna Smith watching this closely. Needs a clear road pass. She's urging it. Wants to dig it through there. Well, that's likely to be in the argument. Josh asking questions. What do I need to jack? So, Josh Berry following this one up. He's certainly got enough weight. Can it stop for him at the back of the rink here? Pulls up, it's good. Right, so Ben Twist calling for a pretty aggressive shot there as he gets on the mat. This bluey green bowl of Kate Morgan's, he's wanting to get rid of it. Can bring another 2 in if he stays around. As we see with these good players, they want to make it the number when they've got a chance here. Well, he's just spat that through. So the jack is in the ditch. That's Brianna Smith's toucher also in the ditch. So still 2 or 3. And Josh Berry, that's what he's looking up at. A big task. So on the forehand, he's going to look to play this. Finishing past and inside the blue bowl, trying to get 3rd shot. If you can sit this orange on the lip here, if Josh Berry can sit this orange and stay up, he's going to make shot. Well done, Josh Berry. So as we watch that again. Here it comes. Sits the orange ball up on the bank. Makes shot, and now Ben Twist. He's got to sort of try to repeat that. So watch the bowl in the running there. Brianna's body language will tell us, yeah, one down. So Josh Berry plays an absolute bomb to pinch back what looked to be almost a very big collect for the St John's Park duo. Brianna Smith and Ben Twist. Josh would be pleased with that. He had a couple, maybe were, for his standards, on the looser side in the first end. So to get one as good as that, to steal it back when there was maybe a big number down, could have been at least 3. Kate just slipping past here. If she stays up, that'll be usable, yes. Stays up at the back of the screen there. Brianna Smith watching this one intently. Good track was the call from Twist. Morgan corrected on her last. Gets back, that's got the tee, that's important. 18 ends here, no dead ends. Free spot on the tee. Well, yeah. Been applauding that. Kate can get a result here. Either side, clear road past either side of this front bowl. Will be close. It's in the argument. Yeah, number 1, Ben Twist. He's been on a camera before. We haven't had to tell him anything this morning. And he's giving us a very clear indication of what's going on. Very important players of all levels. Yeah, clear communication. Brianna Smith slides past this. Well, she's got the tee now. Important. We've seen Ben Twist has been enthusiastic with playing with weight early. So that's the situation that faces our skips. Josh Berry to get us away here. Got a few options here. The backhand draw as the girls were looking to play, where he can play his forehand, roll through the green bowl of Kate Morgan, get down to the jack. Little trail's okay here. Just wanting a couple of feet. But 2 down was the call from Bree Smith. And they're already in, she said. Play it, find that little port. Well, she's watching this intently, Brianna Smith. Wants it to move now. Sneaks past. That could be number one. So Kate saying, oh, I've still got it. So Josh Berry. Turn through zone's really good here. Down to the jacks are even better. Wow. So discussion from Bruce Smith and Ben Twist about being perhaps a bit more aggressive into this. And it's power from Twist. Well, he's cleaned out a few of Josh Berry's. He's cleaned out a few of Kate Morgan's as well, including the one at the back. So I'm just standing up here in my commentary position. I reckon there's only one. Oh no, there's one white bowl of Josh Berry still at the back, at the very back of the rink. But that green bowl there to the right of your picture, that's the only one within 3 or 4 metres for the Morgan Berry duo. So I think for Josh, doesn't want to give a 2-bowl target here, but he needs another one close. Otherwise he might be facing a big number to go down if Ben Twist is good enough to get the green out. When he sneaks past his orange, it's pretty good. Well, even if it's one down, Ben's having a good look here. And there's Bree. There may be a chance that both those bowls could go if Twist arrives really, really quick on the forehand. Gets the inside edge of the white, can maybe get the white and the green. But he could also trail it and make 4 as well on the forehand, so we'll see what he chooses. Backhand, so first plan needs to get down onto his own, turn that down, or just draw around it. So 2 all after 3 ends we see here. And a little meeting of the minds from Brianna Smith and Ben Twist. What are we going to do now? And
I'm scared.
you might have heard Brianna in the background say, I'm scared, because Ben has asked for full length. So I don't know if she's scared because she doesn't want to lose the jack, or if she's scared because she doesn't want to leave it short. Didn't want to go in the ditch, he's telling me so. No, well done. Important now, controlling the length. Got to control the result here. Yeah, it's a good start. That's a really excellent start there. Let's watch that in its running again. Piece of jack, gets down. Really, really good from Bree. So, Kate Morgan, she's playing backhand round the clock here. So, obviously just feeling more comfortable on that hand. The surface still isn't flying. This is the second day of blue skies we've had in a row, so things have improved here for us at Cherry Street Sports here on the beautiful Northern Rivers. Now, looking for a fun and social way to spend your Friday night? TAB Twilight Bowls is on at Cherry Street Sports on Friday, April 4th, starting at 6 p.m, and it's perfect for beginners. No experience, no problem. We'll provide everything you need. Just bring yourself. Come along solo and meet new people, or grab some friends for a relaxed and welcoming game. Registration is required, so sign up now at bowlsnsw.com.au or click the link in our YouTube bio, and we'll see you on the green. Looking forward to that. Likely to be a lot of fun. You can meet some of your favourite players. There'll be lots of good players around. You can also meet with the great Lee Stinson. He'll be here. You see Kate. Oh, she tossed that out on a better line. A bit more positive weight too. She can get down and sit this shot. Well done. Watch that one coming back again. It was a lovely first bowl from Brianna Smith. Two nice catches there though here for Ben Twist. Get to the jack, little trail down the line. So that's sliding past. So first plan here for Josh, get one around the back covering the pink. Bowls there of Brianna Smith. Even if he trails it himself. Now let's change things up. Oh. And stepping in alongside me, this is very exciting. And well, it's a very good morning to somebody who I haven't seen for a few days. He's taken the sunglasses. What service station did you steal those sunglasses from? Mystery guest, introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. Jason Pinocchi, Club Support Manager for Bowls Australia. Just arrived here in Ballina. I will be honest, Nick. Well, I'll be honest. I didn't realise it was an 8 a.m. start this morning, and I've had to bring up a couple of the Amber boys too. They didn't want to drive themselves, so I'm a designated driver for them as well today when they're competing.
That's okay, mate. I'm understanding. Well, you've missed a very exciting start to the game. Josh Berry has played an absolute howler going the other way to pinch shot when it was multiple down. And Ben Twist has been looking really aggressive this morning. You know, if there's a number, he's looking to get it. He doesn't want to find himself in the situation he was again last night.
I'll tell you what.
I assume you watched that game, Jason?
Well, we watched up until about 14 ends and had to make the bolt home. But first thing I did when I got home was get on and saw the results, saw the reel, and I went, we could go back and watch these last 4 ends. Shot of the championships, and wouldn't be surprised if it stays shot of the championships, actually.
Well, there's been some good ones so far, but, you know, to draw a 5th or to make 5, when you're down game, this man on the screen here, Ben Twist, there's not many others who you'd want to be doing that for you. And I think he's looking to go with a bit more weight again here. That bowl of Josh Berry in there's the only one holding him out of lots. Yeah, quick it is again. You can get a result through the front. Well, clears his road. I say, Jason, he's been aggressive this morning, Ben.
Yeah, we saw a bit of it yesterday too. When there was opportunities, we see he played some. Not that he was on the live stream yesterday, but the games I saw, he was played very aggressive throughout the rounds, and he's coming to play.
Well,
You can see that.
3 bowls, 18 ends. You don't get a lot of chances to build big scores in this. So when there's a multiple available, I think his attitude is, let's go get it. So once again for Josh Berry, that white bowl of his is looking a little bit lonely in there. And he'd love to give it a mate.
A little underdone. Will he pull up though, Nick? No, it's just going to keep swooping across.
So he's hung out for the one.
So how are we finding the green conditions this morning? I know a bit of dry weather, obviously a bit of a dew this morning, but I imagine there might be a little bit more pace in it than what there has been the previous 4 or 5 days.
Well, second day in a row, Jace, of sunshine. So we had to Photoshop in the clouds on the first few days, and Kira did a fantastic job with that. But now that the sun's out, the one thing that's been impacting players, and we see Josh Berry over our left shoulder here, he's going for the Powerade already, is the heat and the steaminess.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very warm. I recognise one of the blokes that you've brought up from Yamba, and I can see why you're the driver then. One of my very good friends, Josh Arndell, who's very quickly become a very accomplished bowler up this way. He'll be in action in the triples today. And you see, good battle between the girls here. They've really gone tit for tat. Clubmates, of course, and know each other's games really, really well. Kate Morgan, such an effective action. Here we see it again. Wow, sneaking past. She's been good with her weight today, Jace. She's been just past the jack if she's finished anywhere.
Well, if you're not nailing it, and you're doing those narrow misses, that's the best spot to be missing, is just in behind. Especially at this level, Nick, we know players at this level.
Well, they don't miss very often, do they?
They don't, mate, and bowls behind are always in the game.
Kate here. Just need to subtract a little bit of weight. Probably took off a bit of line too there. A chance for Bree here to perhaps punish an early miss from Kate Morgan.
I'd imagine Brianna would be looking to probably try and get one around the back. Maybe draw through her shot bowl there on the right would be all right as well.
Yeah, well, through it. Either side just had to be passed. So.
Just a little short, unfortunately. So
the dreaded single clap there from Twist. I'm encouraging you, but not that encouraging. So you'll note, Jason, we've got 4 cameras in action today. We're very pleased to bring you even more pictures after last night's game. We've resolved some of our technical issues which prevented us from bringing you all 4 cameras. And so this morning, we've got an extra camera in play, which I'm really pleased about, because the standard of contest of these games, the jacks could be go flying absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
And Josh Berry there, slipping past.
There were a nice big contingent of people here yesterday afternoon, Nick, inside the clubhouse. Obviously the triples players turning up. We saw quite a few out rolling up yesterday, so it was really good to see those numbers in the club, and atmosphere's really starting to ramp up a lot more. Not that the atmosphere's been bad so far, but obviously with more people around, the atmosphere builds and builds. So,
there's some red-hot teams in the triples.
I'll tell you what, I was just quickly mentioning the triples. I had a bit of a look at the draw this morning. No draw's easy, but there's one section there which I'd like to call a section of death.
Well, as we have a look at this coming in
This
from
is-
Josh, this tidy's up a lot
Wow.
of hurt. Well done. And it's
Wow, Josh Berry, and he did so much of that yesterday, especially on some games that weren't on the live stream. They were the sort of bowls that Josh was producing over and over again.
So Twist lining up here. He's going to play a bit more positive. Look to reach through, punch that white bowl out of Josh Berry. On the high side.
His
Now, I'm going to say, you think it's section 3, don't you?
I think
Is this
it
the one
might-
with Darren Morrison,
Yes.
Aaron Wilson, Matty Swan, Jack Lewis, and Jack Lewis is with Jay Bruce and Callum Murray, if you don't mind too. That Engadine side's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Well, this might be a nuisance if he can get in the road here.
Well, I think that might nearly have been his aim. Well, not
Just
quite.
probably just wanted to finish a bowl or two on the other side of the line there. Is Ben Twist going to have a good look at this?
Yeah, he's just seen who's got fourth wood there, so he's checked to see where Josh's last bowl's finished as far as the count. So
What do you reckon, Jace? I think
you're going to see some positive weight from Twisty here for sure.
so. That's what's facing Ben Twist. That white bowl of Josh Berry almost leaning onto the jack. But we favour they've got probably the next 3 here.
He is down on the tee as well. He's one down on the tee. Something that has to be considered as well.
Yeah, well, 1 down to 1 down's okay if he's
It
going to play
is.
big weight. So he's on a much tighter line here.
Yeah, he didn't like it as soon as it left his hand, but
So another to Morgan and Berry. Out to a 4-2 lead after 5 ends. It feels like there's going to be a big score somewhere here soon, Jace. And it feels like it's going to be St John's Park, the duo who are going to get it. Ben Twist has been hunting for a big multiple.
Nice and steamy again today.
Breeze just let us know it's nice and steamy again today, and it's good to see the North Coast putting on their classic weather.
Well, I was at Club Lennox yesterday, which is, of course, one of the co-hosts, and they're in action today with the Triples. I was conducting a coaching assessment there. We had 8 new coaches from the Northern Rivers region who were showing their wares, and being a poor bloke from Jindabyne, this is not my climate up here. I was melting.
Oh, it's beautiful, mate. It is beautiful.
I reckon I must have only had 10 or 11 bottles of water while I was out on the green yesterday. It was hot. But we're here today. We're seeing some hot action. Breeze just slides past.
Yeah, and I guess today's state champs really ramp up. All 3 venues in action for the first time. Nick, today.
Yes. So Holstonville and Club Lennox Sports both into the action. Kate, she was watching that one, asked it to hold, and it did.
Yeah, very good bowl there by Kate.
It's good when your bowls listen to you, isn't it, Jace?
Yeah, mine are deaf.
So Brianna Smith. Gonna reach up on this forehand.
Just wants it to come back a bit further. It's pretty well pointed, actually. Finishing a good home.
So, that's a good morning to everybody, wherever you're watching around Australia, around the world. We've got fans in Silverdale, the Philippines. Sharon Berry saying, "Go Josh." Well, I'd imagine that'd be right. Jeffrey Went saying it's a great game so far, and you're exactly right. And Cody O'Keefe, morning Nico. Good morning, Cody. Looking forward to seeing you in the next little while, mate. Cody O'Keefe will be up here representing all the rules.
Breeze on a slightly tighter line from her previous. This is coming down very well, Nick. Is it going to get all the way in? I think she's got the shot.
Looks good to me. So that's what the players will be seeing.
how'd you find the venue at Lennox yesterday, Nick?
Oh, they looked after us magnificently.
Yep.
Lovely lunch. Had a nice... they had plenty of cold water on for us too, which is very important. Greens, they're still probably on the heavier side. They haven't had the work that these greens have had, obviously, without the play being there. But I've no doubt within the next day or two they'll be up to the cracking speed that we know they can get to up here.
I think Duncan had to nurse the green there. They were unfortunately victims of some, what if a better word is, vandalism on the green.
It was malicious damage.
Yep.
So they've recovered really well. I spoke to Duncan about that, and it's good to see that the greens there were looking good, and they were certainly true.
Yeah, they're a lovely surface to play on. I've had the pleasure of playing on them and couldn't really tell the difference between here at Ballina or Lennox Head. Nearly exactly the same.
Ben just slides past for a second here. Been a little bit more conservative this end so far. Not really an opportunity for a big number anywhere.
Josh is just trying to draw under Bree there. She's just that little bit wide. Good weight for it. Give it every chance down there, and that's something else in behind the head.
Well, there's a little bit of a collect building at the back of the rink there. If Josh can drag the bowl, drag the shot to the back left of green.
Twisty's marching after this one. He likes it. Has he got the speed to get all the way down to it? He has. That is brilliant. Right in front. So,
Well, not quite, but you can see here at the top of the picture, if he can get the jack going back towards the peg between 7 and 8, that's where there's a bit of a cluster of bowls for our man from Mount Lewis. Confident, look to get under the pink now in favour. Between the pink and orange.
well,
His nose on the jack. Don't know if he's got the speed.
Not sure if he has either, Nick. No.
So
Ben here, having a good look at that Kate Morgan bowl.
yeah, well it is 2 currently.
It's worth, if he gets that and stays, it's worth a 5 now.
Not one of them again.
It's
So
a little bit harder to navigate than yesterday's, I think, but
well, yesterday's wasn't easy, but
no, it wasn't.
Josh has come over for another sip of that Powerade and just contemplating ruining what might have been a costly miss here.
So it looks like Ben's lined up his forehand, so we're not going to see him looking going for that bowl. He's just trying to draw another one in there. Probably smart move this early in the game. You've got 2 in the hand.
Yeah.
Misguided waiter shot could change that, so
Well, the only thing he doesn't want here is a touch of the jack, really.
he's played it wide enough not to get one.
Probably hasn't quite got there either.
Yeah.
2 it
It's a
is.
safety bowl, but if he got to Bree's bowl, he was close, so
Well, we can get started again, Jason Pinnock. It's 4 all. As we see, the mat going all the way to the back of the rink once again. But Ben Twist has marched all the way up the green. He's saying, no, we want to try a short one, please. And that's not going to be in the argument. So, very quickly fire that one back. This mixed pairs can be a test of your relationship, can't it? If if you do something wrong and somebody gets up you, you've got to be able to take it.
yeah, it'll be interesting, the the attitudes out there on green, as a couple. I think these two are professional enough to know that, while we're on green, we're players, and
When we're off green, we
off
can...
green, let's not talk about it. I'm not sure that's how it works, but
Well,
look, these two will have more good days than bad, I'd imagine, too, on green.
players of their calibre, and we see Bree there. She's probably made amends with that first bowl, you'd reckon. Got one in there.
Could be a signal to Ben saying I didn't like that length anyway.
Well, it still is on the shorter side, though. I mean,
Yes.
Kate was asked to stretch it out by
Well, it's a good 3.5 metres up from the tee, isn't it?
Josh Berry, so it's not even really close to full length. We heard Lee Stinson the other night in the second round of the mixed pairs in commentary. He said, if I ask for mat back, if there's an inch of that mat in front of the line, then it's not back. So he's very specific with how he requests these sort of things.
We actually did see that in one of the matches, I think. Nick, I don't know if me and you were commentating. I can't remember, might have been me and Andrew, where they called for the minimum, threw it right to the minimum. Unfortunately, the player had the mat 6 inches in front of the tee. So,
those little things can be costly.
yeah, most definitely.
So, up and down now. You've probably got a better view than me, Jason. Which one do you like for shot?
Well, I still like the back bowl of Breeze.
So, Kate probably looking to get a turn through her own. Finish past.
She's got a couple of options in there, Kate has. She can come in off of these ones, but
Just doesn't want them fat here.
does not want that fat. Yeah, no damage. Just pushed her own behind a little bit further. Ben will be playing the forehand down here. Draw around Bree. Push Bree up. If he happens to be tight, could get the inside edge of the Kate Morgan bowl. And stay around in the head also.
So, that's what players got to attend with. And that's our man on the mat, Ben Twist. So, as you suggested, Jace, forehand it is.
Well, he's tracking very, very well here. It's down to speed now. Just chasing another 2 foot. I think these greens are going to be running crackingly once that dew's dried completely out, Nick.
Well, we saw Team Elphick out here this morning. It was a pretty peaceful club other than the green staff, who were busy as bees. Cutting, rolling, doing extra preparation.
Ben's wanting 2 foot on his last. Well, he's just coming in under there. Will he get all the way down? Just a little bit of speed again.
So we can see the colours on the bowls a bit better from this angle. We've got still sun.
Yeah, so Josh just asking for the distance between the last twist bowl and Kate Morgan's bowl.
So looking to turn through Kate's, I would have thought, but that line's, yeah, he's
It's an aggressive line.
Well, he's backed off very quickly.
Yeah.
Knew that wasn't to be.
Ben's now looking at the back there, the tee, so we see him play a cover shot. If there's any kill of the jack here at the moment, Josh has got the best 2 back bowls. Or does Ben look to change his head up to take that opportunity away?
Well, there might be a shout. There might be a shout, Jason Pinnock, to punch that green bowl through. But
Yeah.
then he'd be sitting potentially 3 down on the tee. I mean, could be holding as many as 5 there. Risk versus reward. At the moment, I'm not sure how it would kill. I mean, Josh Berry's got plenty of power, but it doesn't really look like it's
No.
primed for a kill, does it?
No, it doesn't. Angles just don't look like that. Like any of the orange bowl, there's definitely no kill for Josh, but that tells me Ben's just looking to get behind the head. That pace.
Yeah, cover off a few of these 1 downs back here. That splits those two white bowls at the back of the rink pretty well there.
He's only one down on the tee if there is a kill now, so. Imagine Josh is probably just trying to get the edge of that Kate Morgan bowl.
Well, he's adjusted his line.
He has. Well, it's still swinging. Well, he pushed that through. Yep, so it's 2 to the Brianna Smith and Ben Twist there.
And Twisty said on the way past, we're going to try that short one again. So, be no panic here from Brianna Smith this time after buggering it up before. We're having some good banter with the players here at Cherry Street Sports. They've been fantastic to chat with.
Oh, they have been across all the rinks, even off the live stream. I've noticed players coming off, talking to crowds, talking to other people, you know, and actually engaging with the crowd. And I think it's a good part of our sport. It's a bit of a change in the way our sport has been over the years, I think, Nick, where players are quite happy to engage with the crowd now.
Yeah, no, it's good to see.
You know, we still need to have that respect while the players on the mat and ready to do their delivery and play their shots, but in between.
Well, we'll try that short one, Ben Twist. How do you like that?
I think Benny will be happy with that one. Got the jack length right and put a knocker.
Yeah, Brianna Smith in the background saying you can stay away. Well, maybe just gone for a comfort break, but Bree's done the right thing. Kate Morgan now. First time we've seen a real short length here.
Yeah, it's not a bad opener by Kate either. Just a mat length.
You can see Ben Twist in the top of your picture there coming back. He'll be pleased with what he sees.
Yeah. 2 crackers by Bree. Great way to open.
So Kate just on a tighter line there.
Yeah, and dropped a little bit of weight too, Nick. Well, it's probably a shot there where Kate wanted to be at least behind.
Yep.
Get this set up. Seeing Bree here, Ben's called for a little bit more weight, so if you miss, you're behind, or you can turn something in and change your setup just like that.
Yeah, well done.
And I think that's... Josh is keeping Kate on that hand, you know, she can make sure there's some positive draw weight.
Yeah, I like that call. There's a couple of really good ones to sit there now, and any clear air, she's sitting nicely behind.
She's in a pretty good track here.
Gets
too.
that one fat.
Turn that. Oh, it's a little bit unlucky, but...
That's probably about the unluckiest result you could find out of all of that. So, for Ben Twist, one to look probably.
Got some jokers on the sideline here at the moment. There's pretty good weight by Twisty, just probably wanting to sneak around that bowl. But,
Well, it won't hurt there though. That's
no.
the best part. While it's not necessarily putting pressure on now, it might come in handy later on. This might come in handy right now though, Josh Berry.
Navigates around that. He has drawn the absoluter. That's a great bowl by Josh Berry.
So as we watch this one in the running again, gets down, clear road past the front, all the way down, flops onto the jack.
What a great replay, Nick Hine. Might have to get Lee Stinson in the office and show him how to do that. Saw a few attempts yesterday.
Just look at couple of issues there, but we're
Perhaps.
all learning together.
Good bit of fun.
But it's an absolute pleasure to bring you these great pictures here
Yeah, most definitely.
from Cherry Street Sports. You see, Ben Twist, he's going for a wander. He said, I'm not so sure I can get that. So you can see there the white ball's, it is resting on the jack. So he's going to play forehand. He said if he moves Kate, he's got another shot. But I think he's going to be looking pretty tight here, maybe. Just got to flirt around. Pretty well repeating the shot that Josh Berry played.
Just a tad bit wide for that weight. But he's got the back of the rink all sewn up, mate. He's got two at the back.
And if you're Josh Berry now, he's firing one all the way to the back of the rink. I know he's got last say.
Well, I don't think he wants a touch on this. He doesn't want any touch. Well,
That might have made it a bit better though. I think that takes out the absolute kill, because any contact with that with any weight was going to spring out. Now it might be a bit harder. It could even come forward if he hits it the wrong way.
I wonder if we see a change of hands here for Twisty. A little bit of a clearer run down to the jack. There
like,
it
like
is.
swing backhand through potentially. Yeah, jack or bowl can squeeze the jack out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the shot that Twisty plays. This is why you and me will play for Australia one day, Jace.
Didn't we see him take his time on those big shots yesterday in that match, And just about every single time he converted too. There's a reason why these blokes played for Australia. So calm and composed no matter what the situation.
There's a reason
Here
why
he
you and I
comes.
have it too. Here he comes, Ben Twist.
He just needs to hold down that line, navigate that front one. Well, it just swung in. That might seem to be a little bit surprised with that swing there as well. So.
Well, if you're Josh Berry, this is a tricky one to get at. You can play a really conservative line on the forehand.
Well, depending on how far forward that Brianna Smith bowl is he just looking to draw inside his wide white? The one just behind the jack there, and maybe count. I think that might be the shot to play. He's also got Kate coming in. He's on a tightish line.
Well, he can slide off this. Wow.
It's pretty good weight for it.
Might have been more aggressive than he perhaps had been hoping, but one shot it is. Kate Morgan and Josh Berry. And Josh has parked himself right down near the tee, so I'm going to say he's going to be calling for a longer length once again. Now, ready for a holiday? Discover more with AAT Kings. Whether you're admiring natural wonders or embracing local connections, with AAT King's expertly crafted tours, there's always something new to explore, as you'll be in the hands of experts. Get it up to $1,800 in air credit per couple on selected tours, plus save an additional 5% with your exclusive Bowls New South Wales discount. Visit aatkings.com or click the link in the caption below. Book before the 17th of April and use promo code BowlsNSW. T's and C's apply. Let's go and have a holiday, Jace.
Oh. Bit on the next few months, mate. Bit hard to get one, I think. I know you in particular have got a lot on. A lot coming up for Bowls New South Wales, Junior Championships, Champion of Champions.
Yes, it's event season, certainly.
There's a lot happening at that. And if you're a player as well, which, that's a good bowl there by Kate. Good weight. If you're a player as well, like Nick Hind is, you're also playing pennants, probably, for your club.
I missed out yesterday. Our team, we got a rink and a half off Bega Grade 3 yesterday. Jindabyne, of course, in the 4s, so we're still a puncher's chance, but we might need to win out from here.
Oh, Bree, if she runs this, very good track. It's still handy. It's still in that knock-up zone, so to speak. And look, it's only 10 inches from the jack, in all honesty.
Yeah, I know the standard's just so high here, isn't it?
Yeah.
That 10 inches. Yeah, there's room for improvement there. Kate calling for that one to hold. It is just starting to pick up a little bit, the breeze. It's coming largely from the southwest. So again, a slightly different direction.
It is, isn't it, Nick? Yeah. First time I've seen that wind direction.
Well, you could almost smell it here this morning. It's coming off the river.
Breeze coming down with some pretty good weight here.
Need the right
She's
connection.
got the weight, pushed it through, but that's set the head up nicely.
Well, the right
It really
connection
has.
was a great connection there. While she's still one down, it's one down with a really good second and an even better one lying in wait behind. So excellent leading from both the girls here.
Oh, it's quality.
So if you're Josh Berry, yeah, I like this. Just backhand. He's going to look to put his nose on it on favour. If you can get that jack moving just a little bit to the left of screen.
He's on a pretty high line here. As I said, that side's somewhat tighter today than what it has been previous.
Yeah, well, we're seeing the breeze coming from a rare quarter here. It is coming sort of from bottom left of screen to the top right of screen. So just holding the bowls perhaps a little bit.
Twisty coming down. This looks like pretty aggressive weight here, Nick. He's in some sort of area. What sort of contact
Wants
is
this
going to
jack
happen?
now, Ben
He's
Twist.
got the jack cleaning through. That is a great shot, Ben Twist.
So, as we see here, he's just rolled that jack into the ditch. Might well be two.
Josh just wants this one to pull up there. Just
It is close for the second. With a bit of an angle.
So Ben's saying, which one is second shot, please? I want to know. It's a fair way.
I'm going to say it's true, but it's real close. One. Oh, to get the shot away, you got like that one.
Alright, so you can hear in the effects microphone there how much to give the shot away. Well, for second shot, one roll. For shot though, that bowl's going to get pumped up. Probably the best part of a metre, you reckon, Jace?
yeah, I think so. It's got to, yeah. You know, Twisty's in the ditch only, what, some 12, 14 inches away.
Well, we've seen Josh Berry earlier. He did manage to draw one all the way to the ditch.
Well, Ben's track here is pretty good. It's now all down to the speed. He gets past that Bree bowl, which he has, and he's definitely in for second now.
So set up something for Josh Berry to run into back there, though. That's the only downside. But you've got to play your bowls. You can't just say, no, it's your turn.
Seeing Josh on this course, slightly wider line. Well, he's got his own to turn up.
He's got the right sort of weight to
If he
turn up. He
gets
can
it
get off
fat.
a little bit.
Well, you know what? He got second wood out of that. That's a
Yeah,
great
well
bowl in
done,
the end.
Josh.
All down to his weight.
So the question now from Ben Twist is, what's he going to do with it? Is he going to hit this? That last bowl there of Josh Berry's, which is next to the orange bowl, that's the one he's probably looking to get rid of.
Well, I think... I imagine Ben will be positive here. He doesn't want to roll that bowl just a foot or two. If anything, it wants the weight to go right through to the...
Go quicker.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, he's not been shy in playing really positive weight today.
He's got a positive line, and that's positive weight also.
You could see him
Just
looking
wants
at
to
it.
get down now. He's trying very, very hard. He's got it out perfectly.
So we'll just see that one. The last. See Bruce saying, turn. Got it. Well done, Ben. So they're going to measure him up here. So we reckon it's probably 2.
So again, we're seeing Twisty with his conversion shots, nailing them again. We saw it yesterday, his last bowl. It was witnessed a lot during the sectional play too, where there was a chance of a conversion. Twisty nailed it, so the man's on fire.
Oh, everybody's on fire in this competition. There's
He's just, to me, he's just been a bit of a standout so far. That's what the best in our game do, mate. They play the big bowls at the big times when they're on offer.
Yeah, well, we did say that Ben's been looking to be quite aggressive throughout. He's asked for a longer length again. So Brianna Smith has delivered.
Yeah, so this is a change of tactics. So he did ask Brianna, we saw before, for a couple of short ends. Now he's asked to stretch it out. Is this to throw off the opposition with their rhythm?
Well, when they're as good as Kate Morgan and Josh Berry, they're pretty hard to shake.
True.
But look, you do what you can to ensure that the opposition doesn't get too comfortable. Kate Morgan here.
Well, she gets any of the jack. She did. Got a squeeze of it out, so...
Yeah, Jack Square was about the only bad result on that jack there. Guts it the other way would have been good. Now, just in case the viewing isn't going to be good enough this morning with this mixed pairs, we talked about the section of death, Jason Pinnock, and the first game we're going to bring you in on the live stream, Nathan Malloy, Lee Trevathan, Darren Morrison, if you don't mind, against Jack Thorpe, Benny Moorthorpe and Aaron Wilson.
Oh, what a way to open a triples campaign for the live stream.
So that's going to be at 10:45 or very approximately. We did get underway here just after 8 o'clock, so 2 hours 15 minute time limit, so we should be done by 20 past 10.
And just quickly for those at home, COP for the triples, have we got time limits?
No time
I
limits.
thought so. It was a question that I was asked actually by players this morning.
Play to a result.
Noticed that there's been time limits early on in the all abilities and the mixed pairs, but
And then this afternoon, as we watch more, let's watch this bowler Bree, because this is the first time she's actually gone trotting after one all game. Yeah, well, she's flying 3 now. And Josh is saying, you need to give me a bit more air, please. So this afternoon, Julie Scott, Shirley Stewart, Zoe Stewart, West Hamworth against Jessica Tell, Jamie Lee Warsnop, Karen Murphy, Cabramatta. Good luck.
we've got a treat, haven't we? Well, Kate has played a better line there. She's got one in the area now for Josh, so very well done by Kate. Probably 2 down now. Might only even be 1, actually, Nick.
Well, she's given that bowl a chance, put it in a really good area. And what that does mean is that Josh Berry's got a little bit more to work with. As you can hear you'll probably hear the roller going in the background. That's the situation that Josh Berry faces. It's going to be Ben Twist on the mat first. He'll be looking to likely turn through Brianna at the front, just draw around.
Does he hold that line? He's just got to miss that Kate bowl. Well,
Didn't quite rock and roll it enough. I think for Josh, there's not really much else on. He might play a very similar sort of track here. Sneak under the pink bowler, Brianna Smith. Turn through Kate. Get to the jack himself. Kate watching this closely.
Any contact? Well, same thing, but
That might do it though.
In a little bit closer, so Bree's indicating that they're still, Ben and her are still holding the shot. Okay, Ben's slightly wider this time. Now looking for it to bend.
Firm.
It's inside that back bowl. Oh, went through, but
I'd like Bree to tell me which one it is. Must be the back bowl. That's number one.
yes, Nick. So Josh come here with some weight now. Very aggressive line.
Well, you can see his body language. He says, no, I didn't like that one at all. Goes hooping past. I feel if he's going to play that sort of shot, might have to go just a little bit more direct at it. It's not without risk, but they do have a green ball at the back of the rink there from Kate Morgan on that side. Ben Twist now. Very deliberate with this one.
Yeah, and this is a lot better line. He's made a good adjustment here.
He's chasing this down.
Gets any of the jack. Well,
I reckon he's still going to be lying for two there.
See.
Let's just have a look again there, Jay. See what happens. So, sneaks under. Gets a piece of the jack. Knocks it probably. Might be slightly better for Josh and Kate here.
No indication from the players.
So, Ben's seen enough. He's stalking back down here. Josh.
Just trying to work out if that's a cranky stalk or a...
Having a look. So, you can see on your screen there, it's the white and the green bowl in front there for Josh and Kate. There's also this green bowl at the very back of the rink that might come in handy.
Yeah, Ben's just indicated he is holding two, so hard for us to see on the camera angles. So you can go straight through the white. Oh, off green, yep.
Yep, so Ben Twist telling us that Josh Berry might be looking to get both of those out off Breeze. And if he is tight, there is a chance to pump something up of his own. He's going to look to draw it.
Well, he's got a positive weight. A little bit more than draw. He doesn't want to pump that in. Well,
don't think that's going to impact things. Two it is.
Two it is, yep.
All right, so 10-5 now.
Well, that's...
Thanks to Ben Twist for the special guest commentary there. Jeez, he's good, isn't he?
Just another indication. Hey, even in a final, our players are happy to engage with us. It's great to see in our sport, I think, mate.
Happy to engage with you, Jason Pinnock. So we've seen some absolutely outstanding bowls here today. And lots for us still to come here. I mentioned the triples coming up. Also coming up, you can book your free skin check today from the 28th of March to the 7th of April. Bowls New South Wales is proud to partner with Skin Check Champions to offer free full-body skin checks during the TAB State Championships at Cherry Street Sports Ballina from Friday the 28th of March, which was a couple of days ago now. Skin Check Champions is a not-for-profit organisation dedicated to raising awareness and improving access to life-saving skin cancer detection services. This fantastic service is open to all competitors, family and friends. Book your free skin check today. For full details, visit bowlsnsw.com.au or click the link in our YouTube bio. I've got mine lined up for Friday. I've got a little half day on Friday.
Oh, Great bowl there, Kate Morgan.
Kate Morgan, well, that's a very handy starter. She's just gone off a little bit in the last few ends. As we see the crowd building here, she might just be waiting to turn it on.
Ben, he's calling this up. He wants it up. Yeah, he's happy with that.
So as you just see the end of that there. Ben calling it to hurry the whole way down, and then the big thumbs up. Here it is. Well done. So we'll change there. Just sliding past.
Yeah, another good one by Kate Morgan.
Yeah, really good, clear instructions from Benny. Makes it fun. Up and at him. Look to get that wing bowl, which is shot currently. Okay, this is a pretty handy sort of a line, I think.
It's a
Jace?
very handy line, and this is very, very good edge of that bowl, which she's done and got the shot, wrestled the shot. So Bree's front bowl now shot.
We get to see this again here. Replay action.
Great bowl there by Bree. Followed instruction well and delivered. Well, Kate's trying very hard down here too. She's just going to find fresh air, unfortunately. But
It's a bit too firm. Sails into the pit there. We see Josh taking it out, but 2 seconds favour here for Morgan and Berry. As the players, the volunteers, the spectators are all rolling in here at Cherry Street.
yes, there's some colour coming in, isn't there, Nick? You know?
Oh, some good looking uniforms.
Yeah, mate.
South Tamworth always prominent with their bright, leery green and gold.
Well, they buck a lot of trends. We see a lot of blue in a lot of uniforms these days, and which is perfectly fine. And you see a colour like South Tamworth, and it just
Doesn't it pop now?
it does pop.
Ben Twist.
Twisty down on a very, very good
Well,
line here.
This is popping off too here. Fantastic. Benny Twist. Let's just have a look at that again too. This poor replay button's going to run out of steam here if we're not careful. All the way down. Sits in behind. Thank you very much. As we go back live.
Okay, Josh just wants to get this to come back now. His speed looks good. Is he going to get down enough?
Oh,
He
I
has.
told you I'm
What a
gonna-
reply by Josh Berry.
Wearing out the replay button.
Yeah, that's our half. Yeah, pretty well level with the center ball. Yeah.
Beautiful stuff there from Josh. It really improves it for him now.
Oh, it's really hard to get to there, Nick. Isn't it? It's
Almost a back toucher. Ben's out on a higher line here. I don't know that this is going to have the turn.
No, it's not. But if he gets past that, which he has, he's got the back loaded up. I just don't know how the jack's going to get there.
Well, for Josh here, a little squeeze of that jack, but he might just be a bit anxious about it. He's got one to come. With his last pole, he might be able to squeeze it across and
Yeah.
make 3 or 4.
I don't think he wants to squeeze this bowl. But definitely with his last, if the opportunity provides itself. You know, once again, good line, really good line. So Josh can take that into his last bowl, add 3 foot of weight and get that squeeze. Could be a number to hear for him.
So that's what's Ben Twist has to deal with, what he has to contend with. It is just one shot, we believe, to Josh Berry, who played an absolute wowzer. Can Ben Twist reply? He's been just deadly. Last bowl, when it matters, pressure situations. Who you want to call?
Well, highish line again for that weight. Let's see, he's very positive.
Well,
he gets on top of that. Well, didn't that swing back, Nick?
Well, I favour that's almost a second prize there. He's made it a little bit harder for Josh to make for them. He doesn't have those catches there now. But still, I think Josh can confidently draw this backhand. Trail is going to be okay. We've got them coming in from around the world now, Jace. Scotland, Holland, Leppington.
Sydney.
Beautiful place to leave.
Okay. Josh is just wanting this to swing now. You can see his body language. Well, he got that nice little bit of extra weight for the squeeze. But a very good bowl there by Josh Berry with his very first. So,
well, good bowl at an important time, Jason Pinnock. You know, to be 5 down, now 4 down, win 2 on the row, you're 3 down, 2 down. You're getting yourself back into this game. You know, as we've seen, though, you probably want to be 4 or 5 in front, maybe 5 or 6 in front on the last end when you're playing against Ben Twist.
I'm thinking 7, mate. No chance.
Seven's pretty safe here. No power plays, of course. This is mixed pairs, 3 bowl triples, 18 ends. So Kate Morgan and Josh Berry back in control of the jack, back in control of the length, and important time here for Kate to really lock in.
And that's better areas for Kate. We saw with Brianna and Ben got their little lead and had that little run. It was Kate's misses were a little bit short. Now we're seeing Kate dial back in. And when she's missing behind. Always giving Josh a chance then. So. Well down here again, Kate. Just wants to push up harder. Yes, that's a great bowl.
Yeah, be pleased with that one.
Well, it's much needed.
So we see Bree been asked to stick on the forehand here.
Yeah, Bree just want to lose a metre, that's all, and build this head for Ben.
Now Kate tuck this one away.
Yeah, big chance to put some pressure on.
Little square cut on this and flop in behind it. That'd be optimal. Josh asking for it to hold. I don't know if it needs to hold too much.
This is a great
little square cut. Oh, geez, it was almost exactly what I called for, Jace.
Finished in a good home, eh? Yep.
Excellent home. Shirley Morgan saying, that's my girl, Kate. I reckon Shirley might be a mother as well. And Josh's mum on the stream here, as we see. Bree, can she get down to it? She's going to park in a really good home there. Second shot behind.
Yep. Brilliant.
That's a lovely catcher for Ben Twist to draw that off.
Great lead bowls there. You know.
As we see, high fives all round on the way past. And a bright, partly cloudy day here in Cherry Street, Northern Rivers of New South Wales. Nick Hind alongside Jason Pinnock bringing you all the action here from the 2024-25 TAB State Championships here at Cherry Street Sports. This is the mixed pairs final. You're seeing Brianna Smith and Ben Twist from St John's Park against Kate Morgan of St John's Park and Josh Berry of Mount Lewis. Josh adding a second.
Brilliant.
Well, he's adding a second, but he's made it a decent sized target. What weight's Ben going to play here? He's not mucking around, he's straight after it.
Well, Okay. Josh has to change his head up somehow now, Nick.
Yeah, well,
It can't stay like that. Ben will just constantly keep going out, and he will get 1 out of 3, I guarantee that.
yeah, a player of his calibre, he'll be batting well over 500 with that sort of shot.
Contact
A little
here.
bit of
Josh will be
contact.
looking for. Well,
Oh, he's kind of made it even bigger, I think. I reckon Ben's going again.
definitely going again.
So, hold on to your hats, folks. Ben Twist.
Oh, same hole. He's just narrow again, so that's 2. Well, is this change of hands here from Josh, do we? See if he can't move that jack around. He can bring.
Well, I mean, does he just go throw another one at the back of the rink there and say to Ben, if you're good enough, you trail it?
Oh,
You know,
Benny,
he's got 3 now. He could have 2 at the back.
Benny has missed his first 2.
Odds are increasing that he's going to get this next one,
Most
isn't it?
definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely. I'd love to see the change up of the head here and maybe change Benny's shot. Look, we know the class of Benny. He can adjust to anything, but how does Josh make this harder for him?
Well, I mean, do you like the forehand maybe? Little trail, tuck it in. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. Just to change the look of it. Ben's had 2 looks at that head now.
That's what Josh is looking at too.
Well, he's gone up quite a wide line. He's playing a cover.
He's going all the way around the back. Well, this is what I was liking.
Yeah, well, if he gets all the way around the back and there's a kill, he's got the best 2 backs, the Berry and Morgan combination. So a kill now is worth 2 to Kate and Josh. At the moment, they're holding 3. So probably a good bowl now. He's got twisty thinking.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that big weight. Like that was a lightning bolt the last one from Twisty. So we might see something a bit more controlled because there's a little trail on for 2 shots here for Ben Twist. He's probably down 3 currently. And at this stage of the game, if they can even it up here, you'd think for Kate Morgan and Josh Berry, you'd be feeling really good about that.
It would be, yeah.
Right, so Ben Twist. With the dark glasses on. He's lining this one up. He wants it to be absolutely spot on. 3 down. Much more controlled. Much more controlled.
Just got to
Wants
get
to
back
hold
now.
now.
Ben Twist just got to get all the way back for the. Well, what an effort. He may be disappointed with that, but that was a magnificent effort.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fair effort there from Ben. He did get one out as it turned out, so 3 down to 2 down. Played it very, very well. Was perhaps a bit unfortunate not to get the shot. Kate Morgan now. They're right back in it, this duo, the Morgan-Berry duo.
Oh, as expected too, Nick.
Oh, Kate, well done.
And this is where we've seen the fight back, where Kate's really dialed back into her lead job. Really setting the heads up a bit better for Josh the last couple of ends. And
Yeah, providing opportunities to get collects, putting the pressure on. Probably uncharacteristic. You wouldn't back Benny Twist and miss 2 in a row very often. And as conditions continue to improve here at Cherry Street, this green's only going to get quicker. Being asked to turn over. And Ben asking to turn that one right down. Josh and Kate still holding, we think.
Yeah, Josh just asking Kate to try and get around the head. If you get a bit tight and push your own short one up, that's all good too. So looking for that weight to get behind.
Yeah, parking at the back would be really good. Wants
Yeah.
that probably to run a little bit more. Isn't he good, Ben Twist? He's just so crystal clear, concise instructions, leaves you no doubt of the shot you wanted to play.
Exactly.
What's that?
Breeze just a little underdone here. That's line and weight. So
Well, she probably didn't time. It was just the wind got up right as she got on the mat there. I felt a little zephyr coming through under the eaves here at Cherry Street Sports. And look, selfishly, long may that continue. I'm okay with a little breeze today.
Yeah,
This is
otherwise she'll be quite warm under you now. I know. I think Andrew was talking about actually going shopping yesterday and looking for a little pedestal fan just to put him behind the commentary box here. It was so still yesterday.
he does lead a life of luxury. The great Andrew Lynn. He's at Lennox Head today, helping out there.
Oh, Josh Berry comes on down. Well, he got a little bit of jack now. Has that changed?
Oh, I favour he's giving it away there.
Well, it could be too. And look, Brianna's ducked off for a quick comfort break, so Benny's asked if he can come up, and opposition are quite happy for Benny to come up as well. So
So Kate's had a look and said, I believe it is one to you. What do you say, Jason Pinnock?
yeah, it's definitely one now to the Yep, and Kate also acknowledged that quickly to us. It's definitely one to the Brianna Smith bowl there. It's a little bit unfortunate there for Josh.
Yeah, he played nice weight, didn't he? Just slightly under the line.
Benny looking to come down into this funnel in between them two bowls. He's pointed this pretty well. It's all now down to speed, Nick Hind. And
Oh.
it's looking pretty handy, I've got to say.
Don't worry about that. Let's have another look here.
Wow.
As you suggested, Jason Pinnock, the funnel,
Yeah.
and it came channeling
fed down
right
into it.
through there. Well, as we're back live, does Josh Berry go quick up the middle here and try to run into the pit?
Well,
He's
he's
got a-
also got the Kate Morgan bowl there to promote, so his weight will be interesting to see what he picks.
Kate asked me this one to get back.
Yeah, he did play that positive weight down there.
Well, really want that to stay on though now.
Yeah, so. Benny just looking to repeat a dose of his first. Slightly tighter. Actually, looks a lot tighter, actually, Nick.
Well, clear road might be a nuisance.
Yeah, maybe. Problem is,
Now, if you're Josh Berry,
I guarantee this line will be a lot tighter than his first.
you can see there, yeah,
Does he even go more positive?
as he was walking back, he was suggesting that there might be a bit of an explosion about to happen here.
Anything can happen with this head with weight.
So, Twist and Brianna Smith watching on. Josh Berry.
So he's playing the backhand as well, so that tells me he's going to go very quick.
Well, it's just good firm weight. He's looking to trail the jack into the pit here off favour. Josh Berry.
Kate Morgan, but oh, wow. So it's the one shot there to the Twist and Smith combination, but the next three, I believe, are owned by Josh and Kate. So
With Josh's fourth bowl here, he could be doing some damage if only he had one. So, Twisty's just got to be really careful with his weight here. No touch on the jack, no touch on the shot bowl, but he can get a second. He's got 8 or 9 inches to draw it, and for a player of his calibre, That's just like drawing 7th wood for you and me, Jason Pinnock.
Most definitely. Look, he's just really got to repeat the dose of his first bowl.
So, Wendy Clark out. RTH just asking a few spectators to pause while Ben Twist is delivering the bowl. And we thank our spectators for being so understanding.
Benny's, he's just a little under the line there, but oh my God, what weight.
Wow.
He's nearly done. At this level, you say that's a bad miss.
That's like you drawing 8th wood, Jason Pinnock, in a Pinnock game.
Definitely, mate. No, I'm high-fiving myself with something like that.
So, 3 shots now the margin, 5 ends to play. It's not panic stations, but you probably don't want to let Twist and Smith get any further away.
No, the next couple of ends are really important for Kate and Josh here.
You know, you can maybe give them one more shot, but
Yeah, I wouldn't even be doing that. Again, it's all about it's all about Kate laying a platform and providing opportunities for Josh. And look, she has played very, very well. It's just as we get to the business end now, it just becomes a little bit more important.
Josh is watching this one pretty closely here. Didn't quite run on. Brianna now. A beautiful delivery. And sneaks the right edge there. Kate Morgan now. Following on the backhand, immediately called for that one to hold. I think she knew she fired it a little bit.
Yeah, but Nick, that's okay. Actually, you know what? Her weight was actually not too bad. Yeah. Anything behind at this stage is obviously really, really good. Just needs to dial in here and just put one right near it now. Brianna has a big chance of locking this away and making it much tougher. She's just, well, Josh still getting Kate to stay down on this hand.
Well, she's played backhand almost exclusively this entire game. Clearly that's where the confidence lies.
And Josh has signalled one there to Kate, so
Wow.
Kate snuck the shot with that last bowl.
Well, you can't blame him then. Kate's done the right thing. Ben Twist on the mat now. And turn through Brianna Smith. I think good reaching weight. Jack down the line here is really good for him too. How's his weight here, Jason?
Well,
good.
that's what it all comes down to, doesn't it? Just needs to...
Looks very good, number one.
Very, very good. Brianna follows that up. Finger in the air. Great bowl, Benny Twist.
As we see that again. All the way down, sneaks on in.
Okay. Josh now on a somewhat aggressive line. Has he got the weight to hold? Well, he had all right. We had pretty good weight for it. Just ducked under.
It's got him a shot past the head
It
here.
has.
You do see our ITO's in the back of the picture there. Wendy and Pam Hawkins, good morning to you. She's just giving us a wave on the way past.
Twisty looking to repeat the dose, put a second one in there. Number pressure can be very big. Doesn't want to, well, slightly fattened it up. That's still a great bowl.
They're not sitting right next to one
That's
another.
exactly
So,
right. Yep.
you know, to get them both, he's got to get the front one pretty hard here, Josh Barry. So, a little bit more control on the forehand. Look to trail the jack back through his
Control
own.
weight.
He can get off this bowl of Kate. Something
Ooh.
almost like that. He said, "Oh, sorry, Ben. Wasn't plan A."
It's one of them anomalies of our game. It does happen. And something we don't celebrate, but we know it happens.
But when you play in good areas, you can get those sort of results, and that was available to him.
Yep.
You know, he wouldn't have nominated to get it that way, but when we're talking percentages, those things really help. Ben Twist now. Oh, he's going to look to roll that last
Well,
bowl out
he is.
there.
That line is going for the shot bowl. He's just swung underneath.
Well, if he was able to roll that out and make a big multiple, that could have really put this
So-
game almost to bed, Jason.
Is Josh looking at the chance for a multiple here of some sort? It's very bit of risk involved.
Well, where is
Look
the
at
multiple for him?
Well, is he looking to turn his bowl onto the jack and get it to the right-hand side here? Look, I don't think so. At 8-11, one in the hand. Pretty sure. Straightforward draw. Last ender, you'd be looking for something like that.
Yeah, still 5 ends to play, so enough time to do something. Josh has gone and sailed that one past, so
Yeah.
a 1, a slightly fortunate one, but a 1 nonetheless. Morgan and Berry, well, they're on a charge back into this one, Jace.
They are, mate. We did see. Got out to 5 shots there for Brianna and Ben, but to Kate and Josh's credit, stuck in there, putting bowls in good areas. I think Josh has played some massive bowls. I think Kate giving him the options has been the turnaround.
Yeah, I think you're quite right, mate. There's been some quality lead bowls put down by both these girls. Kate Morgan, if she was, you know, critical of herself, would probably say that she's been hot and cold. But the hot has been really good, and those ends have been the ones that have seen
Yeah.
this duo get themselves right into this contest.
Yeah, Kate, a bit upset with herself with that first one. That's a good 6 foot short. Left the door wide open here for Brianna, and well, Brianna just needs to get back here. Pretty well weighted. It's not a bad opener.
Just want to bring you a good look here at Josh Berry's style. He's got some good ink on there. He's a good looking rooster. A big watch. And he's pretty pleased with this one.
Kate's made a great adjustment. Still a good foot short though, so there's still room there. Brianna on a very good line here. Ben's just said, yep, better. It's because she had much better weight then.
One close was the call now. So Kate improved after the first. Can she improve again? lands that back bowl of Brianna Smith, that's going to be absolutely
Well, her track's very good. Again, Nick, it's down to speed.
plan A.
Well, interesting this is.
Might be getting a bit steamy. Do you feel like the green might be just
Yeah.
a bit of moisture starting to come up?
Moisture coming up. Yeah, still coming up. So, chance here, though, for Brianna. Can afford to be positive. Movement of the jack. And then 3 short bowls of Kate's.
Ben calling for the jack.
Ben calling it hard. And Brianna has reached up
well
beautifully.
Done.
Touch her right on top of the jack. And
And
look,
right on cue, Jace.
that has
Look at
made it
that.
very, very difficult for the opposition. Great bowling there by Brianna Smith.
Well, it was the back bowls that have proved so important here. And now a lot of work for Josh.
Yeah, a lot of work for Josh. We've seen him get out of these situations a few times with some brilliant bowls himself, and much needed again here.
There's a bit of a snake lined up there, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, you can't play direct to the shot. You can't play direct really to the jack.
Well, he's down on a all right track.
Kate wants that one to really get back.
No, I
Has
like that
done.
bowl.
Really well done, Josh Berry.
He's got one in behind there. That's a really good sider for Josh. I think it might. Is it only one down now? Well, it probably was beforehand anyway, but. We'll see Benny not wanting to fatten this up anymore. Ideally down to the
That last white bowl is what he's going to be looking for, isn't
Josh
he?
Berry bowl. Beat it right in behind, which he has done. It has fallen down too.
Covers,
We're getting-
counts, makes 2.
We're getting a treat here this morning. Okay, slight adjustment needed here for Josh. Looking to lose 10 inches of weight, that's all. And he has pointed this sensationally.
Josh Berry.
Wow.
What's that one in the running again?
Great
Hasn't
reply.
made shot, but what he has done is he's put the pressure on another good second. As go back live here. Twist looking to get down once again. Little snake building behind the head too.
There is.
Well, he's not got past, but it makes it very tricky. There may have been a little cannon before. But how does Josh Berry get this out? There is a chance of a forehand, but potentially just to get.
Look, it's the tiniest of adjustments. Obviously, swinging onto the shot bowl is what he wants here. Without losing any weight whatsoever, Nick. So,
Josh approaches the mat. We see what is in front of him. And we see what's in front of us here. From the Bowls New South Wales shopping trolley. We've got all the action here for you. Josh Berry wants some contact on the shot
he's
bowl.
played a lot more positive. He has here. Well, we saw that one swing, so don't know if we'll see Twisty play this one, or it could be a practice to the tee, maybe, Nick. What do you think?
Well, he's shown no fear so far, Ben Twist, so I think he's going to have another go.
Yeah, Brianna said there's opportunity on the wide one, inside edge of the wide one, to get across, and
I see it. I do see it. Nice conservative line out there. You're only playing draw weight bowl past the jack. And use that Brianna Smith bowl as a guide. Get a nice edge off that. This is the sort of thing we were talking about.
it was
Just didn't quite have the legs.
mighty
I reckon.
fine effort. Well, there we go. One shot it is.
So, back out to 3. 3 to play. You really have to be on Brianna Smith and Ben Twist here, Jace, but I'll tell you what, Kate Morgan and Josh Berry have played some absolutely amazing bowls here. And they've left themselves with the door still ajar.
Oh, it's still game on here, Nick. Still game on. I think it's this end in particular very, very important in the context. You know, any score to Brianna and Ben, and their game management tactics will come into play after the next two ends. 4 with 2 to play at least. So
Yeah, when you need multiples, you need to be setting heads up for multiples, as we saw Ben and Bree do last night.
for Kate and Josh, it's all about just winning the ends. In all honesty, if they win the next 3, they know they've at least got the draw.
Yep. If you get one every end, you're a big chance, even from here. So, Kate Morgan. Could be the hero here, Jason Pinnock. We said
Well,
their fortunes have sort of lived and died on Kate Morgan's lead bowls.
yeah, straight away she is behind. A little bit narrow, but she's got it behind, which I really like. And
Sarah Boddington just coming past our commentary position here. Another one of the superstars that you'll see in action here at Cherry Street over the next few days as we see Brianna Smith. Well,
Brianna
she is a
Smith.
superstar.
absolute
Well
cracker
done.
there by Brianna.
Watch this back again. Doesn't need anything else. Trails it straight back to her own. Makes it great too. That's timely. And probably untimely from Kate there to be missing the line.
Well, and the weight too, though, Nick. You know, like you would hope that in any misses at this stage of the game, they're at least behind. So, I'm sure Kate will adjust for the next, though.
It's always easier said than done.
Oh, of course. We see here Brianna on a slightly higher line. Obviously not wanting to fatten up that target, so to speak. And,
Well, she is back, but is she back far enough to be effective? We've just seen that front bowl topple over, as we did in a thrilling round 2 match of the mixed pairs the other night with Lincoln Gooley from Narandra. He had a big go at it. Did you see this, Jason? He had a big
No.
go at it, and a bowl fell over while his bowl was in the running. Had it stayed up, he would have got them both out clean, I reckon.
oh,
And he knew it too. So that was the last bowl of the game, as it turned out.
no, I missed that day's action, mate. I had a day at home and didn't even flick onto the live stream. Sorry, mate.
You
Had a day with the family, mate.
No,
Had a
fair
day with the
enough.
family.
It's a big campaign up
You,
here.
yeah, look, no, I'm going to be up here a bit more, helping out and supporting. So, yeah, had a day with the family Saturday, which was good.
A big campaign. 17 days of bowls we're bringing here from Cherry Street Sports here for the Bowls New South Wales 2024-25 TAB State Championships. Nick Hind and Jason Pinnock are here with you for the mixed pairs final. 3 ends to play. Ben Twist on the mat. He and Brianna Smith currently holding 2 and leading 12 shots to 9. Ben Twist really take the game away with a victory on this end. That was a bit too quick there off over.
A square cut there could have been very interesting too with that weight.
So Josh Berry.
Is it one of those heads where you probably don't want to change it too much, Nick, because of the smallness of the target? I mean,
Well,
the jack is out there in the open, don't get me wrong.
I'm just having a look at something here though. So I reckon what Josh has done, he's put a white bolt right at the back of the rink, near the tee, near the number.
Well,
Do you think he might
has
be...
he actually got the tee covered? That would be my question, because I think nearly the Ben Twist bowl might have it. This could change things up a bit. Well, that is brilliant, and actually you can't see hardly any of the jack now, so more contact onto the bowl is needed.
So as we pan out there,
So,
looking to draw it. Josh?
well, he has pointed this well. How's his speed, Nick? Well, does he flop it down? Well,
Well, that's pretty safely in there now, that white bowl. He can probably attack as I
it is. It's
As I go to the wider shot there, so that white bowl at Ben Twist's feet, I'll turn the scoreboard off. That white bowl at the very back of the rink there is best back. It doesn't have the tee though, but I favour that's where it's going to go. Ben Twist is having a really good look at this.
They are checking out the
'Cause
angles.
My expectation is that Josh Berry is going to go pretty quick with his next one and look to get something all the way to the back of the rink, and that white bowl right there, Jason Pinnock. So as Ben Twist approaches the mat, what's he going to do here?
Well, he's
Cover and count, hopefully. Cover and cover.
He's lining up the forehand here, Nick, so I'm wondering if he's trying to change his head up himself. I don't know, at this level, mate, I don't understand some of the tactics. These guys are more experts than myself.
Now, I can see some benefit in it though if you can change the angles, because currently it does look as though that cannon will go straight back to Josh Berry at the very back of the rink here. Twist looking to change it up. Some contact. Well,
Wow.
I don't know. I think all that's done is fatten it up.
Yeah.
The risk is though now for Josh, does he risk potting his second shot out? But I think it's still pretty well locked in there. That white bowl, if he gets any fat contact on it, it's likely to hit the pink. It'll probably hang around.
Does he? Yeah. You see how he's looking at that forehand? The Brianna Smith bowl onto the white, punching out the bench twist shot.
So once again, as we go
There we go.
down, that might punch it out.
It's a chance
Or
to get one.
go real quick. He's got the back of the rink there. There's probably no wrong option here, but if you're Josh Berry, you're playing what you see, what's confident for you.
Exactly right.
As the crowd continues to build here, we've
Yeah.
got only about 20 minutes to go. So Josh Berry will be quiet here. He's right in front of us. Just firm up beforehand.
He is firm up the forehand.
Wants it
He's
to hold.
calling this to hold. He's calling this to... Oh. It's just floated underneath, so...
Let's
One shot it is to St John's Park.
bring the scoreboard back. So 18 ends we're playing. See Ben Twist and Josh having a good chat there. They're old sparring partners.
Okay, big end here. Battle of the leads. Brianna. Well, the friendly local flies are coming out, Nick.
The Ballina Sandflies again. The Sunday social bowlers, they've been out running their 100 clubs, but the actual Sandflies have been out and about too. A few nasty mozzie bites on my legs from the last few days. After all this rain, there seems a bit of standing water around, but conditions continue to improve here. And the standard bowls.
Okay, so chance still here for Kate. First one I really liked. She got it behind. And she needs to keep that similar weight, not try and lose a weight. I'll tell you what, she's on a very good track here again, Nick Hind.
Yeah, Kate Morgan.
Brilliant setup.
Yeah, well done.
Great pole.
So, Lee Stinson comes for a look. He's going to chip me about my error on the scoreboard that I was keeping quiet about, Lee, but you've picked up on it. Thanks for nothing. Let's ask for this one to curl down now. Wants to get inside there. Hasn't quite done so. Well, this is well set up here for Kate and Josh.
Is.
Got tee, got shot. Add another one. Trail that jack. 8-9 inches. Going to put some serious pressure back on. 2 to play, 4 down. Needs it to be 1 multiple at least. And as I've spoken about...
Yeah, Kate's played a brilliant end here. Just what her team needed.
I've spoken about it many, many times, Jason. It's yourself, with Clive, with lots of the great callers. There's almost always a 2.
Yes.
But if they can find a 3 here, that's really going to put the pressure right on. That's really good lead bowls there from Kate Morgan. So twist now. We've seen him play really positive in these situations when he's been down. Is he going to look to dig a few out here?
Well, Nick, we can see with the way he's taking his time. He knows this is a big end. Very important bowls coming up.
Well, he's playing really good confident weight here. Give himself a chance to sit.
He's got brilliant weight. He just needs to get in now. He gets inside of that,
You wouldn't
which he
find that
has.
gate, would you? Well,
But you know what he's done. He's got his second wood there, Nick Hind.
yeah, I do like that for number 2. But if you're Josh Berry, you're going to come steaming down onto that one as well. Similar
Well,
sort of shot, similar sort of weight.
You've got your own bowl coming in, but ideally you're underneath to the bend twist bowl. It's all about the speed to give it a chance down there. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, not the time to be getting a short one in there.
No, definitely not.
Twist now. I think you'll play something very similar. You can get a result off the outside third shot of Kate Morgan, get down to the jack. Just get down and squeeze the jack himself. The jack is in front of the green bowl on the centre line there of Kate Morgan. I'll give you the wide shot in just a moment.
Well, he's trotting up after it.
Oh, he's watching this intently.
He's watching, so is Brianna. She's watching this very intent. Does he get all the way back? Well,
And twist, well he did.
he doesn't get the shot, but he's...
And then it went kiss, kiss, bang, bang, but fell.
He would have really enjoyed that flopping the other way, wouldn't he?
Just fell out. So one shot. Josh Berry quickly away. He knows what his job is. Sit that last bowl through.
He's just a bit wide with that one, Josh. So you can see the intention with his weight, though.
Well, look, he was certainly entitled to do it. But
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
You know, after missing probably by, good 1800 on the first one. Easy enough to overcorrect. Well, Ben Twist has played 2 crackers this end and hasn't really got the result yet.
Don't count him out, mate. He's got a third.
Well, do you see? He might go fishing for this green bowl here. Any squeeze is going to go to the left of screen there. Brianna Smith's got 2 there. If he squeezes, maybe, but I mean, he's played it so good. It's reaching weight on the back end, the first 2 attempts.
The problem is a kill, though, is worth. He's 2 down for a kill, Nick. Something he might have seen and thought about, so I don't see massive weight.
No, I was thinking, wait to the tee, look to pluck that green bowl out.
Yeah.
Just get something moving here. This is a title line. This is the tightest line he's played yet. Is it going to hang? Well, he doesn't have the speed.
He doesn't have the speed, yeah. You know what? He's played 2 absolute howlers.
Well, for Josh now, I mean, you've got to play it, but it doesn't come without risk.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, you know, how does Josh get a second in here? Is there opportunity for the jack to squeeze to bring those back 2 in? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it on the camera angles.
No,
Maybe. The Brianna Smith bowl wide, though, could come into play also. So any touch onto the shot bowl. So I think you're playing a dead draw for 2 here, Nick.
Just back yourself, hey?
I think so,
Just
mate.
got to draw it.
So,
Stone cold.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that call. But again, these are some of the very best of the very, very best of these players. Josh Berry might have seen something that we've missed. Plenty of comments coming in. What shot are you playing? Drawing for 7th wood if you like Jason and I. Well, I think you've called this correctly, Jace. He's looking to draw it. That's a draw line, but it's not the draw weight. And he's giving himself a bit of a rev up there at the top of the page. So,
All right.
well, we've seen this already last night. 4-shot lead was not enough, as we saw Ben Twist, Brianna Smith come back to claim victory over Katie Astley and Katie Packer last night in an absolute belter of a game. One of the best you'll ever see on the Bowls New South Wales live stream. And pretty much full length has been the call here from Josh.
His first couple of bowls are going to be very, very important.
Oh, vital.
Kate Morgan can jump one straight on top now.
Well, body language tells you that she didn't mind it.
She's very close. What a great opening bowl by Kate. Just what the team needs. As we see Bowls New South Wales staff member coming in uniform. Also competing in the triples this afternoon, Nick.
Billy Johnson, yes. So
we saw Brianna just go under there. Good weight. So opportunity straight away here. Kate's got that good line against where she was with the first. It's all down to the speed. She gets all the way down to the bowl or behind.
well, it's usable.
It is. It may force a change of hands. Maybe not. No.
No, Brie going to persevere with that backhand. She can probably afford to be a bit tighter, reaching under that last green bowl.
She is, Nick. Is she going to hold all the way for the jack?
Hunting.
Ooh. But again, finishing in a very nice spot.
Oh, the hunter and the hunted here. Kate Morgan and Josh Berry needing a 3 to force an extra end here. This is the final of the mixed pairs here at the 2024-25 TAB State Championships from Cherry Street Sports in Ballina.
Kate just missed that now. Well, touch on it. So she's got 2.
Got 2. Nick Hind and Jason Pinnock here with you for the exciting conclusion. Ben Twist saying, here's what you need, and Bree said, I'm going to go get it. So Brianna Smith on the forehand now.
Oh, that's a very aggressive line, Nick. I hope she's got the weight to hold.
Well, she called she was going to go get it, and that was the sort of aggressive thing that she was playing.
But what she's done is set the back up. The back is owned by the St John's Park pairing. So no matter what, Ben has options.
Yep, so that's what we're seeing here at the back of Rink 7 here at Cherry Street Sports. Currently 2 shots to Morgan and Berry, needing 3 to force an extra end, or 4 shots to be your mixed pairs champions
So,
for 2024-2025. An enormous field has competed from sectional play at clubs in regions all the way here to the state finals.
Big bowl here. Will Josh get all the way back here? Wants it to count.
Has done.
Gets in front of it. It's a great bowl. Unfortunately, didn't touch. So
Been asking if it's 3 or 4. I reckon it's 3 for sure. But we know that Twist and Smith have the back of the rink. I expect Ben won't be short with this one. Well, he's going big here.
well, Nick.
We've seen him play a few forehand runners like that, and that's 3 in a row he's pulled.
Yeah.
So no change there. There's just an orange bowl up on the bank. Josh Berry wants to get the tee now, really.
Well,
Oh, sorry, get past the tee now.
I think it's 4 shots at the moment, Nick. Well, he doesn't want to fatten this up. That's unfortunate. We might think it's a good bowl, but
4 bowl target.
that's a big target.
Ben Twist.
So you go with a little bit more controlled weight down here this time.
Well, that's good though.
He's in a very, very good area.
That's good.
He
He's
gets,
got
well, he
one.
gets one out. So this is interesting. Is it 3 or 4?
Well, the fact that he missed inside the first time suggests to me that clearing something out will be a good outcome there. You know, if you can get any of those inside bowls out, doesn't matter about running into the pit, doesn't matter about how many they score. It's preventing a 3 here.
Yeah, most
That's all he's
definitely.
going for.
Yeah. Well, even preventing a 4, Nick, at this stage, because that at the moment
Well, it seems a chance, doesn't it?
does, and
So Josh Berry going back up the rink. My favourite, he'd like to have something covering, counting, and immediately behind. So that's centre line. Just continue the centre line 2 foot past the jack there and have something parked right there.
how good would a 10-inch trail be right now? Just around the corner.
Well, there's that too.
With a lot of traffic.
But that's the sort of weight, though, if you can play sort of 10 inches past.
Well, he's trotting up after this, Josh is. Is he going to hold all the way to it? Look, he's done.
He's not fattened it up, but he's
That's
brought
a
in 4. So
Definite 4 now. You know, Twisty's still looking at this wide blue one.
could be down game, and there could be some fans here riding this. It's come down to the last bowl, Jason Pinnock. The last bowl of the TAB
we
State
saw-
Championship mixed pairs.
Yesterday, Twisty was in this position with last bowl to win the game. He needed to get the 5. Now I think he's got the last bowl to save the game.
So we'll see. He'll take his time here. We'll be just very quiet now because this is a super important bowl in a super important context.
This is for the state championship.
So we believe it's 4 shots. 1 out will be an extra end. 2 out will be a win to Brianna Smith and Ben Twist. Silence falls over all around the green. You can hear a pin drop. Twist going quick.
He's going very quick. Controlled weight.
Going
Needs
quick.
to get down to
What's
the jack. Betty Twist.
Oh, he's got
What
it.
a champion.
So the jack has gone flying into the pit. Let's have a look at that one again
Wow.
on the replay. We see Ben Twist comes all the way down. He picks up the jack and he picks up the title, Jason Pinnock. What an amazing bowl from an absolute champion.
Champion
Ben
bowlers just rise at champion times. And that's 2 games in a row we've seen Benny Twist snatch victory in an area where he's looking at being defeated, and it just goes to show the quality of the man. So congratulations to our champions from St John's Park. I'll now hand over to Nick to finish off
Thank you,
this
Jace.
stream.
Yeah, no, thank you, Jace. Thank you, viewers. We've seen a brilliant contest here today. It's been absolutely a pleasure to bring you this coverage. We see our winners crowned, the champions, Brianna Smith and Ben Twist. And it was, in the end, a 3-shot pickup. So 16 shots to 10. Brianna Smith and Ben Twist. They are never, ever, ever beaten. Congratulations to St John's Park. Congratulations to our winning pair. Commiserations to Kate Morgan and Josh Berry. They played a sensational game. But there can only be one winner, and today it is Brianna Smith and Ben Twist. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Nick Hind. On behalf of Jason Pinnock, all the team here at Bowls New South Wales, we look forward to your company. We've got a cracking game coming up in the men's triples, the first round coming up very, very shortly at about 10:45 local time. So until then, thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to your company very, very soon.